I'm Jim Masters from PBS, from Connecticut Perspective TV on WTNH Channel 8 in New Haven, also Close-Up TV News and Close-Up Talk Radio. Thanks for joining us here at the 6th Annual Film Industry Mixer. And as we continue, we have another special guest we'd like to introduce to you. His name is Mark Mason. Mark, welcome to our show.
It's good to be
Mark
here.
Manson.
Manson, yeah.
And he's got an amazing story if you didn't know about Mark. You are a police officer, and you have been for some 20 years.
Yes.
15 of which with the Hartford Police Department. And you're also a movie maker.
Movie maker.
You're a creator.
It's my passion.
It's your passion.
Yes.
So you've been doing that for so many years, keeping the streets safe in Hartford, Connecticut, the capital city. But also at the same time, you've had this undercurrent, this calling, this passion to want to make. When did you realize that's what you wanted to do?
I've always wanted to do that. Always, since I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a TV buff. I like going to the movies.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but you know, it was something that I never thought that I could be that one to do that.
Right.
So,
what was the inspiration? What was that aha moment that said, I can do it?
I believe that if you're a healthy individual, you have no obstacles stopping. There's nothing to stop you. You just go and you do it. If you don't succeed with it, then at least you could say you tried it. And a lot of things that I've done in my life, things that I always wanted to do, I got to give it a shot.
Right.
And there's some things that I didn't make, but the majority I have. So, you just keep going along, and I've been having some luck with this.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit about the story itself.
The story is about 3 young inner city youths that live in the inner city. One wanted to be an entrepreneur, a businessman.
Yeah.
The other one was more of a follower, and the other one had his dreams set as to what he wanted to do, which to be a police officer. Unfortunately, the entrepreneur, he ended up getting caught up into the drug scene, and he was taken under the wing of a big drug dealer that's going to be in Hartford. That, saying he's too old for this now. Now he has to pass the torch down, and he ended up getting that torch, becoming very powerful.
Yeah.
And in the north end of the city, and the one that without direction kind of was not sure what he wanted to do, and he ended up getting on board with his other friend, the drug dealer, with the power guy.
Right.
The other one was more like me. I mean, he went to the military, actually went to the Coast Guard, he got out, became a police officer in Hartford. So they all know each other. And
do you use elements of yourself in the story, like in this case?
Small elements, right. Yeah. And but bits and pieces of, even I was at work yesterday, and, we ended up with a scene, and just the people that I talked to, where there was a guy firing off a weapon. Yeah. And, you're talking to them, and, and you really sit down. And that's the thing, because there's a side to it. Yeah. There's always that side, and you never get to see that side of the criminal side. These guys, of course, I don't associate myself with them only at work, but there is a side to them. And I think that side needs to get out, just like there's a side to a police officer. Right. And that side needs to get out.
Well, is there a message in your movies? There's entertainment, obviously. It's going to draw people in. But is there a message in maybe trying to provide hope or turn things around?
Exactly. Yeah. And that's one of the things that we wanted to touch on, because the character that I created for the one that's going to be the follower, he's kind of bullied. Yeah. And I want to kind of bring that element in. So when I'm talking to the writer, David, he's out of New York, I want that message in there. We're not going to come out and say it, but I want people to catch that, and I want to make sure they catch that.
Fantastic. Yeah. So how do people find out more about you and the movies? Websites, or where can they find out more about Mark
Right
Manson?
now we're doing a campaign. We're trying to raise a little bit of funds right now. Actually, the campaign ends, it was a 45-day campaign on Indiegogo.com. Yeah. And then they have to search the beat, and we're looking for a little bit of donations there. Once we get those donations locked in, then we're pretty much going to be setting sail. But if they log on to Indiegogo.com /thebeat.
Best of luck with everything. Yeah, and
appreciate it.
As a movie maker and creator, and keeping our city streets safe as well.
It's a big job.
That's right. And I don't do right on red unless it says
you
to.
You can come right
just
along.
So you know. And I use my signal lights.
Yeah.
Mark Manson, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck.
Thanks a lot.
I'm Jim Masters.